I don't regret what I'm about to do.
What? Stop. We're literally just friends.
Oh yeah, I believe in love. I can show you what I need.
So, where you at? Mars, you know, will you be my date to homecoming?
No.
There's always been a debate regarding whether it's better to confess your feelings to your crush or wait for them to confess to you, which might not ever happen if they're not even interested in you. But some people say you should just confess first so that you don't waste your time if they don't feel the same way. However, the counter argument is that everyone takes a different amount of time to develop feelings for a person, and so your crush may have just not yet developed those feelings for you, and now you've just completely ruined your chances. But also, confessing early on can sometimes be detrimental towards the friendship you had already developed with your crush, and if they don't feel the same way, then you've basically just thrown away a solid friendship. However, the counter argument against that is that if they never know you're interested in them, they may think that you're 100% not interested in them, and so they never actually confess to you. But me personally, I don't really know what the correct answer is, and I don't have an educated opinion on the matter. And so today I wanted to take a look at some of the most unbearably cringe crush confessions to see how bad the worst outcomes can possibly be.
We listen and we don't judge. Okay, I'll go first. So since we've been filming videos together, I've actually had a crush on you this entire time.
Why? Why'd you say that? Ew. You're making it weird.
This is pretty bad. This is genuinely very, very, very bad. I kind of feel sorry for this guy. I mean, yeah, there's really nothing else he could have done. But at the start of the video, they both said, we listen and we don't judge. But 15 seconds later, after the guy confesses to the girl is just like, ew, why you say that? You make it weird. Like, what is so weird about that? Honestly, like, love is a human emotion. Like, is it really that weird for him to have a crush on her? Or maybe it's weird because this guy specifically reassured the girl multiple times across the past year that, like, he's only like just friends, he's nothing else, and that he doesn't want to pursue her like as a like relationship or something. But now maybe he's like suddenly flipped the switch, and then it's a bit of like a shock for the woman. But I mean, look at her face. Look at that face of disgust. 100% he regrets doing this, but I mean, fair play. I think this was the right decision. I think because now he knows, like now he knows not to like do anything, like, you know, and so he can just move on with his life and just stop wasting his time on this person.
Hi.
I don't regret what I'm about to do.
What? Stop. We're literally just friends.
But I've had a crush on you for as long as I can.
I didn't.
Is this not assault? I'm pretty sure this is assault. Imagine if the gender roles were reversed. Like, that would 100% be assault. And why does she just start the video recording both of them, and she says, I don't regret what I'm about to do, as if she's about to, like, stab him in the face with a knife or something. And look at the defense technique by the guy. This is S-tier defense. But I mean, if a girl ever tries to kiss you without your consent, I guess this is really, like, the only thing you can do. But honestly, me personally, my own defensive technique, like do not copy what I would do, but, like, maybe this would warrant, like, a cheeky right hook and an uppercut. We're literally just friends. We're literally just friends. We're literally just friends.
Doing a Hoko proposal to my crush.
Chili's, can y'all come on? Do y'all little thing? So, where you at? Mars, you know, will you be my date to homecoming?
No.
Jesus Christ. Boy, she didn't have to answer it that quick. She could have at least just thought about it for a second. So you're telling me for the entire lead up, the entire 1 minute to this homecoming proposal, in her head, she had already made her decision. She knew she was going to say no as soon as he asked. Why couldn't she have just like whispered to him like no before like he did this entire build up? Like he even got his sports coach to get in on it. He even announces it to his entire class. But I mean, it's a little bit strange to do it like with such a big crowd. Like, does it really need to be like in front of like in public? Like, why can't you just ask them in private? But he prepares so much for it. He has a squadron of 5 cheerleaders to do something for him, and then they proceed to just do a backflip, and then I guess that's it. But look how many people are here. This is like the entire cafeteria or something. This is half the school. I think this might be the entire school. Is there only one cafeteria per school? I'm pretty sure this is the entire school. But look at his poster. Will you be the flip to my phone? Why would he do that? I don't even think this guy knows what a flip phone is. I'm pretty sure this guy is so young that when he was born, the first iPhone was already released. So why is he making his poster about flip phones? That just doesn't doesn't make any sense. The girl probably has no idea what a flip phone is as well. Maybe she misinterpreted this sign. Maybe the reason why she said no so quickly is because she didn't even know what this sign was. But I mean, after she says no, like the crowd has no idea what to do. Like, what are you meant to do in that situation? If you set this whole thing up, you ask your crush to go to homecoming with you and she says no. Like, what are you meant to do? Like, realistically, what are you supposed to do? Do you just walk off, pretend it never happened, and then come to homecoming alone? Or do you go and set this whole thing up again for a different girl? Are you meant to go through this entire process again just to like do a promposal for someone else? Because we don't do these things in Australia. We just have like prom. But like when I was meant to have my prom, it was like during COVID, and so like our prom got cancelled. We didn't even have a prom during my year because like it just got cancelled because of COVID. But usually what happens is that people just like, you know, just ask people from like the other schools and stuff. But afterwards, she's just laughing about it. But like, I mean, to be honest, like there's really nothing else she can do. Like if she really doesn't want to go to prom with this guy, like what is she meant to do? Like say yes and then just go with him? But I mean, overall, no one is at fault here. I mean, maybe like I hope he asked early enough so that he can arrange a different date for prom.
Hey guys, I have like a special announcement. So you guys know it's that time of day and time of year. This is a very special someone in this class that I've been talking to, and I just want to show them like the love. Like I just wanted to like show everyone how much I like them and stuff. So I got some kisses for you because you're really special to me, and oh my bad. And like you light up my day and you make me feel very special, and like you just make me the happiest man alive, you know? Will you be my Valentine? Yeah? Thank you. Can I hug you?
Did this guy just say thank you after the person said yes for like, will she be your Valentine? Is that the right response? Are you meant to say thank you after that? Like imagine proposing to your girlfriend. You say, will you marry me? And she says yes. Like, are you meant to say thank you back to her? Yes, I'll marry you. Thank you. Like what? But also, what is this balloon he's bringing in? It says hello baby. This is like a baby shower balloon. This is not a Valentine's Day balloon. Like what is he doing? Or maybe he wants to make a baby with this person after Valentine's. But I feel like this is a little bit like mean to do it in front of a whole class. Like it's literally in the middle of a class. Like what type of class is this? Like they're just sitting on the floor. Is this like an art or a drama class? He says I want to show everyone how much I like her and stuff, and so that's why he's doing it in front of the whole class. But what are you meant to do in this situation? Like if you're the girl and like everyone's just staring at you, it's in the middle of your class, your teacher is watching as well. Like what are you meant to do here? I think the only option you have is to just let the guy just confess to you. Just let him get it all out, and then after class you can just like proceed to just bang your head against like the nearest wall. But he tries to give her a bag of Hershey's Kisses and he just lets her fall into the ground. Like the level of disrespect. But keep in mind that he's doing all of this just for Valentine's Day. Like, is this what you're meant to do on Valentine's Day? Has anyone actually like properly taken Valentine's Day like seriously? I thought Valentine's Day was just like an excuse to buy chocolate and for like chocolate companies to sell chocolate roses and all that. I never knew it had any like cultural significance or anything.
Might just take my pride and go. Some people, they know everything, but I know that they don't know my heart. 'Cause oh yeah, I believe in love. I can show you what I need.
Why did he think this was a good idea? Who told him? Who approved of this idea for him? Who told him this was going to be a good idea? Because the thing is, in his head, like 100%, I can already tell, in his head, he thought this was like an amazing idea. He thought this was a banger. And even the teacher is in on it. Like the teacher stops the class to allow him to do his like song for the crush. The teacher is just setting this guy up for failure. Like what is he doing? But I mean, I can already tell, like this person is probably like the teacher's pet. And so like that's why the teachers decide to like do this for him. But if anything, if he's the teacher's pet, like the teacher should like go out of his way to tell him like, bro, this is not a good idea. I would not recommend doing this. Like please do not do this. Do not make me pause the entire class for this. But he still goes for it anyways. He sings a song from like this like notes, a piece of paper, and then he gives his crush what is this? Is this a lollipop? A heart lollipop? Or is it like a mini balloon? I don't even know what it is. But everyone's laughing at him. Like how has he not gotten the memo that like this is just like not normal? Or maybe he just didn't anticipate this. Maybe he thought the entire class would be like in awe. Maybe he thought everyone was just gonna be like but then afterwards he gets on one knee and he asks, will you be my Valentine? But still, I do not understand. What does that mean? Like what does will you be my Valentine even mean? Like if you're someone's Valentine, like that's just one day. Like what are you meant to do for the day? Like what does it actually mean? I would never sleep for the rest of my life. I'd put myself to sleep for the rest of my life. Jesus Christ. Bro was expecting a High School Musical scene. You know, this is probably what he was expecting.
Never confess your feelings to a guy. Don't do it because there's a good chance that this person likes you too. So maybe he hasn't asked you out yet. The minute you confess your feelings, he's gonna be out because he's gonna feel pressure. Imagine if somebody confesses something to you and they just ramble on and on. Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you get a little bit of an ick? Yes, you do, and that's normal, that's human. Instead, just ask them to hang out or do something sometime. If they say yes, they're into you. If they say no, they're not into you.
Is this correct though? Like, is this, I think there are some parts that maybe are correct, some parts that maybe not so correct. So I think she's talking about this from the perspective of a woman, like women confessing to a guy. And so I guess what she's saying here doesn't really apply for like a guy confessing to a woman, but let's still just consider it from that perspective as well anyways. So her argument is that a woman should never be the first one to confess their feelings to the man, because most likely there's already a chance that the man likes the woman already. But I mean, is that really true? Like, what if they're just genuinely friends? Like, what if the man doesn't even know that like the woman has a crush on him, and so like he doesn't even consider that like as a possibility at all, and so in his mind he just shuts out that idea, and so he never like attempts or even considers pursuing this woman as like a potential partner. But she thinks that the minute that a woman confesses their feelings to a man, like the man is going to be out, like just go away, just ghost them, because he's just gonna feel pressure to like reciprocate the feelings. But I mean, that would only happen if the guy doesn't feel the same way for the woman, and so it would just be meant to be anyways. I don't think the outcome will be different if the woman doesn't tell the guy that she likes him, because if the guy doesn't like her in the first place, the guy will still just not like her in the first place, despite whether you like confess or not. But I guess maybe she's making the argument that like it just takes time to develop like the feelings and the crush, and so maybe like the woman should just leave the guy a little bit longer to develop those feelings for her. But her main argument is that like they're gonna get the ick if you confess to them. But like, has anyone ever gotten the ick like after someone has confessed to them? Like maybe it's a little bit like embarrassing, like awkward, flattering, but would you really shame someone for like liking you? Like, it's a human emotion. Like, how can you shame someone for confessing to you? Like, I feel like that's a little bit of a like a horrible person type of like thing to do. But she says that instead you should just ask them to hang out or do something like neutral, and if they say yes, then it means they're into you, but if they say no, then it means they're not into you. But I mean, is this really true though? Like, maybe like if you ask them to do something extremely neutral, like maybe the girl asks the guy whether he can help her move some furniture and stuff, and so if you're the guy in that situation, if you like the girl, okay, yes, you would say yes. But even if you didn't like the girl, I feel like you would still say yes just to help them like move the furniture, because if they really do need help with that, like you wouldn't just like leave them to do it by themselves. And so that doesn't really prove anything. It doesn't prove that they like you or not. Like maybe they're just trying to be a helpful person. And so I don't know whether I fully agree with what this person is saying, but like I fully understand her reasoning. Like I understand where she's coming from, but I don't know whether it makes 100% of sense. Girls, if he doesn't talk to you and doesn't show any kind of interest, do not ever confess your feelings. Well, I mean, I guess that's a good sign to tell whether someone's not into you. Like if they don't talk to you at all and don't sign like any sign, like any remote sign of interest, like not even like a friendship sort of thing, like if they don't even want to be friends with you, yeah, okay, I think they're probably not into you. Girl, thank you for popping out on my For You page, because I was going to confess tomorrow. No, what has this person done to this guy? Amanda Ihara. Let's see whether she actually did confess. Let's see her account. And there is no boyfriend to be seen. Okay, so I guess that didn't work out.
I just saw the cutest boy at Whole Foods right now, and I'd be stupid to not go up and talk to him, but I'm like scared.
Hey, how's it going? Good, how are you? What's your name? I'm Morelli. I wanted to give you this. I thought you were kind of cute. Yeah, I don't know if you wanted to hang out sometime.
What are you doing right now?
Nothing, I just came to Whole Foods to shop. What about you? Kombucha? I feel like that's a green flag.
And
Are you cooking for yourself or for someone else?
I'm cooking for two now, so.
All right.
What's that?
I don't know. I heard like broccoli goes really well with that.
I'm not gonna lie, this seems like a little bit creepy, but like I respect it. I fully respect it. I think this is just a very confident woman shooting her shot when she sees the opportunity. I think there's really nothing wrong with this. So she starts off at Whole Foods, which I assume is like a supermarket in America. So she's just at a supermarket and she says she sees a cute boy there. And at first I thought she meant like there was a cute boy like at the cash register doing the stuff. And so I was sort of thinking in my head, like, how is she meant to like slip him his number? Like, is she just gonna buy something from the supermarket with like the sole intent of like slipping like her phone number to this guy at the cashier? But anyways, luckily they're not actually working at the place. They're just another like customer, which is like, I don't know, it's a little bit creepy. But anyway, she wants to slip him her phone number, but she doesn't have a pen or paper to write it down. And so she literally goes to the florist to buy a single pen so she can write her number down. And then she writes it on a piece of like tissue or paper toweling. Like the amount of dedication, that is insane. Because why couldn't she have just like told him her number? Why couldn't they have just exchanged numbers digitally? Or maybe she was just so in love that like her brain cells weren't really functioning, and like she did, like the thought didn't occur to her. But anyway, she goes up to the guy, and the first thing she does is she hands him like the little piece of like tissue, which is like super sus. Like if anyone came up to me, handed me a little piece of tissue, I would assume that someone has just grabbed this tissue, used it to wipe their ass, and if I open the tissue, there's just gonna be a huge long streak of like poo on it. Like I assume I would open my hand and like I would just see this on the toilet paper. But I guess it's pretty successful because the guy says you're really pretty, and so I think he reciprocates like the initial like first impression sort of like the looks test back. And then since they're at the supermarket, he decides to just go get some more ingredients so he can cook for the two of them that day. So I get like that's a very like, it almost seems a little bit scripted. Like that's how well it went. But I mean, sometimes in life you just gotta shoot your shot. You know, maybe this could turn into a flourishing relationship. But I mean, me personally, whenever I'm at the supermarket, like I don't really notice anything. Like I don't even look at anyone. I just look for the only things that I need to buy. Like I just buy eggs, milk, bread, like what else exists? But I mean, if I did see a girl that was attractive at the supermarket, I probably wouldn't approach her. I would probably just leave. I'd probably just buy my stuff, leave, and just never think about her ever again.
You know how we've been like friends for a very long time?
Yeah.
And like you know, I would consider you like my best friend. Like I like you.
Wait, what?
I think I like you. Like yeah, you know what I mean?
Wait, are you being serious?
Yeah.
You like me?
Like I think I have a crush on you.
Really? Are you being for real? I
Yeah,
can't
is
tell if
that
you're joking.
No, I'm being. Is that a bad?
Wait,
thing?
no, are you like serious?
Is that a bad thing?
No, I mean like,
It's just a prank. Look at it. It's just.
bruh,
That would have been weird, right?
bruh.
This is really bad. Like this, I don't think you understand how bad this is. This is a really, really, really bad joke to do. Because you can tell that like I think she liked him back. And so at this point, he's just playing with her heart. This is so bad. Like the way he sets things up, like he tells her to like get off her phone because like he needs to tell something really important. So he says that they've been friends for a very long time and that he considers her his best friend. And she also says she considers him her best friend. And so already it's a little bit like, okay, how is your best friend like someone of the opposite gender? Is it possible to be best friends with someone of the opposite gender without it being like anything more than friends? Like realistically, I think KSI was talking about this once. He says it's impossible to be friends, like only friends with like the opposite gender. And I think it's possible to be friends with the opposite gender, but I personally don't think it's possible to be best friends with the opposite gender without it becoming like something more than friends, at least a tiny little bit. But look at her facial expressions as he tells her that he likes her. You can tell how serious she is, like the way she's looking at him, but at the same time she can't even tell whether he's joking or not. And so I assume this guy has like a history of doing like these sorts of pranks on her. But you can see she starts even looking at his lips. Like I think she thinks that there's going to be like some sort of like kiss incoming. And he even asks her, is that a bad thing that I have a crush on you? And she says no, that's not a problem. And so I think what was about to happen was that she was also going to reciprocate the feelings. But then he goes and reveals it's a prank, and yeah, the girl is absolutely pissed off. That was a bad joke. She likes you more than a friend. Male and female can never be just friends. Rebecca 12, who is this person? Oh, okay, it's a real person. It's a mom. Someone's mom. Damn, she just, wait, she, what is this post? Bro, the memes are real. The memes about middle-aged people just posting the most random things on TikTok. This is a one-slide TikTok slideshow. You see this? There is only one photo in this slideshow.
Hey, hold up. I ain't waiting, Dad.
W Guyat. I mean, to be fair, this is a pretty like decent way to confess with your crush. At least it's not cringe, you know? I feel like it would be more cringe to be like super like nonchalant and everything to try and like riz your crush. But at least this one is just like purely satire. It's just very self-aware. You know what? I probably think this is like probably like 10 times more effective than just trying to be like nonchalant with your crush or something. And you don't even have to say a single word. Like he just opens the door and he just starts dancing and just playing the music. It only takes him 20 seconds to riz her up. And like meanwhile, like it would take you like at least 5 minutes to like try riz up your crush if you were going to go down to like the nonchalant route, because you'd have to talk to them, do some small talk, then you'd have to like do like all this like random tactics. Why did I read this as college cousin? I'm crying. POV, you try to flirt with your college cousin. You know what, this is, I wouldn't be surprised, like given that this is America.